Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a brand new video. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Amelia and I upload all kind of book content. And if you're not new here, then welcome back. Okay, we are back very late in the year compared to the last one I did of these. But I did this probably March, April time, I can't really remember where I read books off my 25 books of 2025 TBR, because if I can find my book journal, I have a bunch of books that I wanted to read, like 25 books I want to make sure I read in 2025, and I want to try and be successful. Now we've read 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books out of the 25 books, which means I got about 17 left, I think it is, and I was going to do like a spinning wheel, but I finished a book last night and was like, I just want to read for it. So I decided just to choose them again this time, and then maybe next time I will. I don't think I'm going to actually complete it for do these videos, many of these videos, but hopefully I'll still complete the challenge. We'll see. But let's quickly run down what is left on this 25 books of 2025. There is a couple that I think I'm going to have to change. One I definitely have to change, and then another one I'm thinking of changing completely, but we'll see. So we've got Rewitched by Lucy Jane Wood, which I do want to read, like, so bad. And then we got I had Thrive. This was by Krista and Becca Ritchie. And I realised, because I did this before I read the book last year, because I created the journal in like November, December time before I read Thrive in my 24 hours of reading. I think it must have been December. Yeah, so I did it. Yeah, so I read that book, so now that's technically off, but I was like, I've still got 4 books of the series, so Addicted After All is going in that place. So we have Belladonna, Hello Stranger, Air of Fire, Love Unwritten, Daydream, Off to the Races, A Novel Love Story, Legends and Lattes, The Striker, Atmosphere, that was Legendary by Stephanie Garber, but I actually unhauled that series because I just didn't care. I didn't care about the Carnival series, so I was like, yeah, so I had to take it off this. Then we have Assistant to the Villain, we have King of Greed, Unsteady, The Catch Dashed Set on You, which I'm thinking of completely changing, I don't know, and When the Moon Hatched. So out of this list I had to choose 2 that I really wanted to read, and I wanted to do a fantasy, and I wanted to do a romance, because I've done a lot of romances, really, and contemporary romance, I guess, in the last few weeks, and I was like, I need something different in this so I don't get into a slump, because I would like to not get into a slump. And also I just was like, I need to continue a series, and I was going to do some continue series video, but it works perfectly. So the 2 books I have chosen for this video, first of all, when I've started, is Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. This is the 4th book in the Throne of Glass series. I read Crown of Midnight last year and I haven't picked it up for ages, so I was like, it's now time to pick it up. So we're reading Air of Fire. I will update you tomorrow when I actually have battery on this book. And then the other book I am reading for this video is Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This has been a book that I have been wanting to read for absolutely ages, and it's now finally time. When I say ages, it's going to be out a few months, but I wanted to read it the day I picked it up, but it's now time to read it. And this is actually not the English copy, but I got this when I was in Paris, and it is in English, and I'm so excited to read it. So again, I will talk to you about this when it gets to it. But I'm excited. Anyway, I'm going to stop yapping, and I do hope you enjoy this video, and if you do, then you know what to do. Hello! Okay, I did say yesterday, when I actually charged my camera, I'll give you a bit of an update on this book. I'm only 13% of the way through Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas, and I am doing a mix of audio and physical, because I think that when I'm trying to do stuff, audio has helped me get through it, but I also am trying to read it physically as well. I thought going into it I was going to be like, oh my god, I can't read this because I haven't read Crown of Midnight in months. Like, I read it a year ago, nearly a year ago. I don't really remember what happened. I did watch like a recap video, so my hay fever is messing up today, which is not helping me at all. I did watch like a recap of Crown of Midnight. Just remember what happened at the end, because I actually don't remember a thing. And obviously the last book I read was Assassin's Blade. That's like a prequel to the first 2 books. But I am happy to be back in this world. I'm learning a lot. We're meeting new characters, and I'm like, oh, okay. So we met someone called Roland, I think her name is, and we met someone called Manon. I think Roland is him, not her. I don't know why I said her name. We're meeting new people, but also getting like point of views of Kale, Dorian, and obviously Selena, who is our main female protagonist. And so far I am enjoying it, but I don't think I have much to say about it because I don't know how much I'm enjoying it. I feel like I'm just kind of like going with the flow. I think I'm like still trying to get the grips of it. I think because for me, nothing will match up to Akata for me. Like, I love Akata with my whole heart. That reading this is just, it's not giving me that same vibe, but I also am enjoying it. Like, I'm hoping I'll continue to want to read the series. My friend from work has read it and said he loves the series, so I'm like, okay, I really need to like read more of it. So I am hoping to get a good chunk of the way through today because I am planning, I'm going to try and sort my bookshelf out. I need to do my thumbnail for the video that goes up today. I haven't uploaded yet. And then once I've done that, I'm just going to probably just sit and read until this evening when I'm going out. Because I'm meant to be doing other things today. That's all I'm saying. I'm meant to be doing other things today, but I don't know if I can be bothered. I might do it tomorrow. I'm meant to be doing my book journal. I've done 1 page today. So I might come back to that later with my audiobook on. But I'm pretty much going to try and get a good chunk of the way through this book today because I want to stay in this like zone. Okay, we got an update, kind of. First of all, I said this guy was called Roland. His name is Rowan. Sorry, apologies, got the name wrong. I said I got an update. I'm now about 20, just under 20%. I'm 19% of the way through. I have read a bit more this. Well, I said this morning. It's not even morning. It's afternoon. It's like nearly 4 o'clock. I'm about to start chapter 15. I'm on page 112. I'm enjoying it. Maybe watching the wrong thing whilst reading it right now. I'm currently watching Lord of the Rings. And it's great. Like, it's usually good background noise, but I haven't actually watched that for years. So, part of me is actually just wanting to watch it. But it is good. It is a lot of information to take in. I do forget this about fantasy books every time I go into one, even though it's a book that's part of a series. I'm like, oh yeah, there's information. There's so much information. It's more like focusing than a romance takes. However, I am enjoying it and I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen, especially with Selena. I think she's currently training with this guy called Rowan, and I'm not going to say too much because it spoils the story. But she's training with this guy, and it's tense. Like, I don't know if I'm meant to like Rowan, or if he is meant to be someone you don't like. Because right now I don't like him. But I have a feeling that he's going to become someone who's important. Okay, we're going to ignore how messy my hair, because for the next few days that's all you're going to get is messy hair. My hair needs washing. It's like the humidity has got to it extremely badly, and yeah, I need to go through it with the straighteners, to be fair, but I can't be bothered to do it tonight. I've got rehearsals, I've got stuff to do. However, I've got a bit of an update on this book, Air of Fire. I'm 31% of the way through and I am thoroughly enjoying this book. At first I was like, I'm not sure, and this weekend, I mean, Saturday I did quite a bit of reading. Yesterday I didn't do as much, and I struggled. I was thinking, oh, but I think yesterday I was just tired. So if you can hear that, my mum is hoovering because she chooses when I'm about to film to hoover. Smart. Hopefully this doesn't pick up too much of it, but I am really enjoying being back in this world. Now that I'm further in, I'm actually getting to grips with it, and I actually think this is very good writing. I forgot how much I love Sarah J Maas's writing, to be fair, because honestly, it's been a while since I read her book. I did read Assassin's Blade, but it didn't feel like Sarah J Maas. It didn't remind me of Sarah J Maas writing, which sounds really weird to say. It probably did, but yeah. I'm really enjoying this. I'm starting to like Rowan. I don't know if he's meant to be like a love interest, and I was gonna Google saying, is Rowan and so the Throne of Glass is meant to be a love interest, but I was like, I don't want to ruin or spoil anything for me, so I wasn't gonna do that. But I don't know if he's meant to be a love interest for Selena or not, because I've heard people start to not like Kale after a while, and I really liked him and Selena, but I'm not sure if he's the Tamlin of the book. I don't know, but I am really enjoying it, and I have rehearsals tonight, so my plan is to sit before I go to rehearsals while I'm eating, whilst I wait to eat and all this stuff. I plan to just sit and read just this evening, I think, and then go to rehearsals, come back and read, because I really am enjoying this and I want to just continue reading it. Hello, so my hair is a bit of a mess. I won't lie, it is hair wash weekend. Like, what is my fringe doing? What is my fringe doing? Like, update time on this book, because I have made it past the start of part 2, which is part 2 Air of Fire. I am actually really enjoying this book. I don't think nothing has changed since I updated you the other day saying I'm really enjoying this book. I am thoroughly enjoying this book. I won't lie, the whole witchy scenes of Manon and this Abraxas thing, I'm not a fan. I don't really understand the witchy things in this book. I won't lie to you, I'm really not understanding the witchy parts. However, I am really enjoying the rest of it. Like, the Kale and Adian sections, the Dorian sections, his new love interest, and the Selena and Rowan sections. I'm really enjoying those parts, just not the witchy bits. I'm not really sure why the witchy bits are in this, and I'm really hoping we get an understanding by the end of this book, and I don't have to wait till the next book to find that out. But I am really enjoying this. I'm hoping by tomorrow I finish it. So I was thinking of going to London to a musical tomorrow, but now I'm like, do I stay home after work and just read my book? Hello, I have actually got some updates for you on this book. Let me get it. This book. I have finished Air of Fire. I finished it last night. I actually stayed up to about later than I wanted to because I was tired and I have an audition today to finish this book. However, I knew if I didn't stay up and read it, I probably would just not. I don't know how much chance I'm going to get to read today because I've got a bit of a busy-ish day. I say busy, there's not much busy-ish, but I've got things I want to do today, including content stuff, if I can. I've got an audition and I've got dinner with my friend and I've got the race today, so I don't know how much I'm going to have to read probably before going to bed. So I figured, when you look around your room and you go, it needs tidying again. Yeah, that's happening. Don't know when that's going to happen. I don't have much time in the next few weeks, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, that was really off topic. However, I did finish this last night and I am so happy I have. This book was actually so good. I really enjoyed it. I'm still questioning parts of it, and I'm questioning the witches. Like, who are they? Why are they so important? Because, like, there was a chapter 4, and I forgot about them because there was, like, about 4 or 5 chapters in a row. It was just Selena, and then it went to Dorian and Kale and Adian, and I was like, okay, and then it went to the witch, and I was like, oh yeah, she exists, but I don't understand who she is or why she is so important for the story. However, I really enjoyed the book. I really enjoyed the ending. I really am happy, and I'm so excited to get to Queen of Shadows. Hopefully this year. Not sure when, but hopefully this year. I have taken it out of the box and put it on my TBR cart now because I finished this one. And yeah, I'm happy I went back into this world. I'm giving it a 4-star. If you watch my wrap up of July to August, you would have seen that I said that this was a 5-star. Yeah, not 5-star, 4-star. And I'm sticking with that because I don't see it being anything more than 4 stars. But I really enjoyed it. And I loved it, so yes, 4 stars to Air of Fire. But it now means I can pick up the book that I've been so excited to read for so long, and it is Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I did kind of forget I put my bookmark in there yesterday. I'm so excited to read this book, like so excited. So yeah, can't wait. I am going to be reading from paperback. As you might know, I have got the hardback as well, but I will be reading from this book, so I'm excited, and I'll give you my updates when I actually have them when I start it. Hello. I thought I'd do a quick update because I haven't actually spoken to you since I started Atmosphere. I did start on the paperback, but for some reason wanted to hold the hardback, so we moved to the hardback. If I could ask the actual logic of that, I would like to know. However, I've read about 20% of the book so far and thought I'd give a quick update. I don't know if it's just the fact that I'm not feeling like reading a lot the last few days, which has made me not really enjoy the book so far. It's not that I'm not enjoying it, like I am enjoying reading it, and there's parts I'm like, oh my god, I actually do, but I feel like it's taken me a while to get into it. But I think that's just because I don't know if I'm in a bit of a weird funky feeling in life or what, so I'm hoping it's just having a bit of a funky moment. However, I am going to sit, what time is it now? It's 10:30, so I need to ideally go to bed in the next half hour, so I'm going to try and read for half an hour some more of this. We've met like our main character Joan. We've met our main character Joan, and we've met Vanessa, who I'm guessing is a love interest potentially. I'm not entirely sure, but it is about a girl called Joan who goes and works for NASA and is going into space, and I'm guessing the end, it's like kind of done in dual timelines. So you're getting all of like when she started, but you're also getting like the story of what's happening in the current time, which is 1984. And I'm guessing from everyone's reviews it's emotional. So I'm guessing the ending is going to have some sad twists, and it's going to be kind of what, based on what he said at the beginning of the book. And it's like, I'm not sure how I feel. I'm not sure how I feel right now, but I feel like 20% is not enough to justify how I feel. I'm not going to DNF it. I was thinking I might have to put it down if I'm really not feeling it, but I'm like, I haven't given it enough, and I think I've just been, I don't have, but I'm sitting here going, okay, but if I was to finish this book now, what would I then pick up? I don't know. I don't have any book I want to read right now, and I think it's just like, I'm not saying I'm in a reading slump, because I know, I just think I'm in a bit of a lifey slump feeling. It's just a weird kind of vibe, but I think it's just my mental state is a bit of a blur. But I'm fine, I promise. I think I'm just having a moment, and I'm okay with having a moment. I did enjoy reading what I did on my lunch breaks today, so I'm going to try and read, what page am I on now? I'm on page 68. Can I read 40 pages in an hour? I don't know, but potentially try and get to page 100. But I mean, an hour and a half an hour, but I will keep you updated with my thoughts. Hello. I thought I'd give you an update because I think it's been a couple of days or maybe 3. But I'm halfway through Atmosphere now, and I won't lie, I'm enjoying it. It's not giving me 5 stars, I fear, which I thought it would be right now. I'm getting like 3.75 4-star vibes from where I'm at the moment. Not like my favourite Taylor Jenkins Reid book, but I am enjoying it a lot more than The Carousel is back. Oh, I just think it's taken a lot for me to read it, and that sounds bad, I don't know, I'm hoping I'm not getting into a slump, but could be that. But actually, like, it is good, and like the Vanessa and Joan moments, like, and I am slowly finding it in me that I want to pick it up, but it took a while for me to get there. So, yeah. I am enjoying it, and it does feel like a Taylor Jenkins Reid book, which is good, because you know how I was so excited for the Emily Henry book, and I was like, it doesn't feel like an Emily Henry book. I was so excited for this book and was worried it wasn't going to feel like a Taylor Jenkins Reid book for me, but it does. Like, the writing style is so like it. And you know one thing I love? I'm getting really hot, so I'm going to try and be talk quick so I can like just chill. But I like the timelines we're getting. Like, we're getting like the past timeline and then the present timeline, meaning 1984. And in the 1984 timeline, oh my god, my emotions are going high. I have seen people cry at the ending. Are they crying in the middle? Because I was nearly crying at work today when I read. I was like, oh no. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. But a lot happens in the present timeline, and it's quite emotional when you're reading it, especially when you've read stories of the other characters as well throughout the book. The one thing I like about it is you're not just getting Joan's story or Vanessa's story, you're getting like the other characters involved in it and intertwined, which I always like about Taylor Jenkins' book, because there's always a bunch of other characters as well, and I love it. But I am enjoying it. I'm hoping it's going to be in the 4-star realm, because then it does mean I enjoyed it, so fingers crossed. But yeah, like I said, I am currently enjoying it. It's just not giving, I fear it's not a 5-star, which isn't the end of the world, because anything from 3.75, well, 3 onwards is still a good rating, and I think if I'm getting 3.75 it's close enough to 4, so that's still a good rating in my eyes, just not like what I expected. I expected it to be a 5-star, so we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to continue reading. I'm going to try and read as much as possible tonight, if not finish it tonight, because I would like to start a new book on my train journey tomorrow, and I don't really want to have to take a hardback book with me, but we will see. And I'd rather not cry on the train. That is another thing. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to quit my yapping. I'm going to go, and I'll speak to you later. Sorry, you can see my let me move my Sonic Angel on my laptop. Let's try and move that. Hello, I'm a little bit more put together now. I am dressed. Anyway, let's do a roundup because it is the end of this vlog. First of all, I'm going to give you my actual rating for atmosphere now that I've actually thought about it. I'm going to give it a 4.25. I think, because I could choose between 4 and 4.5, and I was like, then I think it's in between 4.25. I actually really enjoyed this book. I thought I was really worried I wasn't going to. The fear of not enjoying this book really hit when I started reading it, and I was like, not sure how I feel. But I feel like you can't really judge how you feel at the beginning of a book anyway, so I feel like that's probably what I think I went in thinking, because it's Taylor Jenkins Reid, within the first 2 chapters I'd be like, okay. And because the chapters kind of felt slightly long, because although they were split up, they were like long chapters into the next like date, it felt even longer to read than I would usually read, and that's probably why. But I actually really enjoyed it. As you got further in, you really got to know the characters, and I think getting to know all the characters felt like a warm hug at some points. Like, I'm sorry, little Frances, Joan's niece, I love her. And because you saw several years, it was like 4 years in the book, so you saw her grow from like 6 to 10 in the space of a book, which meant like just you could see like the growth. Her sister, I thought we might see some kind of character development, and she might hit her head and go, actually no, what she's doing is wrong, but she didn't. She just was a bit of a selfish, immature person. But I think that was the point, was not like her to make you really like fall in love with Joan, and I just don't know. Like, I feel like her sister just needs severe therapy. If I'm honest with you, she needs severe therapy. But yeah, and I loved Vanessa, and I loved Joan and Vanessa's story, but I also loved all the other characters. Like, I really loved like getting to know these characters like Lydia and like Donna and Hank. Like, there was a section in this book near the end of the book, right at the end of the book, so I can't really say what happens, but right at the end of the book, and the mention of Donna is there, and I literally started crying because of something that happens, and I was like, oh god. So yeah, I'm holding it upside down, but I really enjoyed this book. I actually have no clue where the dust jacket for it is, which is brilliant. But 4.25 on this book. So I think we now need to round up this video, because I have read 2 books for this video, which was the plan. So we started with Air or Fire by Sarah J Maas, which is the 4th book in the Throne of Glass series. And I really enjoyed that book. I think it took me a while at the beginning to get into it, but once I got into it and remembered what happened, because that's where I think I went wrong. I didn't remember what happened, so I struggled with the book. But once I got to grips with what actually happened in the book, I was like, okay, I now know what's going on. I know, like, I now remember things that happened, and I really enjoyed the book. I loved it. I think, what did I even give it? It feels like ages ago since I read it, because Atmosphere took me quite... To be fair, Atmosphere took me around the same amount of time, but it just feels like it took me longer. Right. What's this called? Air or Fire? I actually don't know what I gave it, so we're just going to check. I gave it a 4-star, exactly a 4-star, that was it. I really enjoyed it, and it made me actually cannot wait to continue the series. So some point soon, hopefully I'll get to Queen of Shadows. But yeah. And then obviously I read Atmosphere, which I gave a 4.25 star. I think we just spoke about that quite a bit in the beginning of this clip, so I won't talk too much about it. But I did really enjoy it, and I cannot wait for the next Taylor Jenkins Reid book, whatever that will be. I feel like we waited 2 years after Carrie Soto's back for the next one, but I might be wrong. So I am excited for another book by her, whatever that is. But, and it will be probably one I will reread, because I actually really enjoyed the story. Like, just loved it. But anyway, I am now going to end this video here. If you did enjoy it, then please give it a thumbs up, please comment down below, please subscribe, and I will see you again very soon with another video. Bye!